Ready? All right, welcome folks. We are going to get started with a new streaming session here today. This is going to be a new entry in our Civ Friday series. We're going to be playing one of my favorite games in the series, Civ3. I have never streamed this game before. In fact, I have not played a single game of Civ3 since Civ4 came out, or actually since before Civ4 came out, because some of you know that I worked on Civ4 in pre-release testing, so I have not played a game of Civ3 since 2005, since about March or April 2005, so it's been almost 15 years. But I spent an unbelievable amount of time playing this game, like from 2001 when Civ3 came out up until when Civ4 came out. We just played this game absolutely to death. So I do know this game inside and out. I'm rusty because I haven't played it in over a decade, but it's a great game to showcase. A lot of the mechanics are pretty outdated, but it's a great game nonetheless, and we'll definitely give it a try. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some settings. We're going to do a small world, because the bigger the world, the more micro there is. And I do not need to have an empire of 50 cities to manage. Let's do the standard, Pangea, 70% water. I'm going to go with an arid climate, and the others, everything else standard here. Arid, I'll explain in a minute. So here we go. Here we have our actual Civ choice. This is the Civ3 complete version from Steam. So this includes both the Play the World and the Conquest expansion. So you have the extra Civs. I am planning on playing the Mayans in this game, and I want to pick the Mayans just because of the traits that they have. Mayans are industrious, agricultural. Very good traits. So industrious gives you a faster worker speed. In the non-expansion version of Civ3, Industrious was double worker speed plus 100% faster improvements. Incredibly good was by far the best trait, at least among expert players. A lot of people liked Religious as a trait, but Industrious was definitely better. Here in the expansions, they nerfed it a bit. It's now only plus 50% worker speed, but that's still really, really, really good. So it's still one of the best traits, if not quite as overpowered as it was before. Agricultural gives you extra food in your city center tile. Very, very helpful as well. Obviously, your cities grow faster. Can I turn down the music? Sure. A little bit loud. Let me adjust the mixer then. Yeah, it is pretty loud. Let's try this. Tell me if that's better. If that's too loud, let me know. So agriculture gives you extra food on the city center tile. It also allows you to irrigate desert tiles and effectively make them identical to plains tiles. So that's why I have arid on here, because we can benefit from arid terrain more so than the AI. Also a very good trait in agriculture was added in the expansions. So we can actually customize things. Great instigator. So it's nice that it lets you do that. I believe that when the game first came out, you couldn't check that. Under game limit, you can also adjust all this different stuff. We'll keep the turn limit on. There's no way it's going to go all 540 turns. I was planning on, I'm planning on playing on Emperor here. It's been a long time since I played this game, but I think a no variant game on Emperor is still pretty doable for me. Shouldn't I be Dictator? Sure. Works for me. I think I can still manage Emperor even though it's been a while. And we definitely want this off. Respawning AI players is really dumb. I hate that rule. And you can turn off culture flips. Also an option in the expansion. You could not do this originally. I'm turning off the scientific leaders. The scientific leaders are a terrible, terrible idea. What it is the first person to discover a tech has like a 5% chance to spawn a scientific leader. It's completely random. They can then rush any wonder to completion instantly, or they can launch a scientific golden age, or at least they could, except the scientific golden age is bugged and doesn't do anything. So yeah, pretty silly. All right, let's go ahead and see what we've got. Dawn of Civilization. It's the year 1000 BC. Your ancestors were nomads. You've learned farming, road building, irrigation. Oh, I've got a dry start. I might re-roll this if I have a totally dry start. Let's see if this. Where's my worker? How can I cycle through to the next unit? Which one's the unit cycle? Here we go. Is this fresh water? It's unclear right now if that's freshwater or not. Actually, well, I'll be able to check next turn because I'll be able to irrigate that tile. If I have no fresh water, I'm going to consider restarting here. All right, there's no water. I'm not playing a dry start that has no fresh water whatsoever. Anyway, welcome JD, Grillo, and Myth. I'm not playing a dry start with no fresh water. Oh wait, did I just close the whole program? Oh my god, I just closed the entire program. I just wanted to go back to the main menu. All right, let's do this again. Great. I'm sure that looks great on stream. So one of the things about this game is there's no start point normalizer whatsoever in Civ3. You can get literally anything. Also, there's no convenient restart option. Let me just make sure the stream still looks okay. There's no convenient way to just respawn a new start like in Civ4. So let's just do all the same. Oh, it did save my settings though. That's nice. It actually did save. Okay, so it saved all my settings. But yeah, okay, this looks way better. For me coming now, normally I just you go with whatever the first start is. But since I'm coming back to this game after not playing it in literally 15 years, I don't want like a super challenging start. This looks infinitely better as far as starting positions go. We've got floodplains here, which are really nice. We're on a river, and we've got a floodplains wheat, which is an exceptionally good tile. This is the best food tile in the game, a floodplains wheat in Civ 3. So this looks great. That is a floodplains wheat. I don't want as I said, I don't want the extra challenge of playing a dry start. I've played out of some horrible starting positions. All right, so we're gonna need a name for our capital. I'm opening that up to chat. I believe that you can rename once you found the city, but since I'm not 100% sure, I'm going to give you guys a second to respond before we put that chicken. Okay, chicken pizza is probably the best option here. The long-running name for that particular wonder. Oh, we got another river there, and we've got furs. That's nice. That'll give us an early luxury to work with. All right, so this is a food-heavy start. It is a production-starved start. Yeah, very, very heavy on food. So we might end up having to mine that. We might even want to mine that mountain tile early on. Well, definitely. The thing is, it takes forever to mine hills and mountains early in the game. Well, we would want to mine that tile first. So here's the Civ3 city screen, if you haven't seen it before. Yeah, typing chicken pizza when that message came through. I've got the chat on my other monitor, by the way, because I'm running this full screen. So here you can see the different tile yields. Yeah, see the mountain's a terrible yield. And note that desert is useless until you irrigate it. But since we are agricultural, we can farm this and make it a 2-1 tile. Normally desert's a 1-1 tile if you farm it, but we can make it a 2-1 tile. Basically turn it into a plains tile. Here's some of these other floodplains. So we are in let me see. And can I okay, I guess I don't know if there's an easy way to rename cities once you found them, actually. So we're in despotism right now. Despotism is a government that gives you penalties to all of your yields. The basic rule of despotism is if a tile would produce more than 2 of any quantity, it goes down by 1. So this floodplains wheat actually would produce 5 food, but it's knocked down to 4 food because we're in despotism. So you want to get out of despotism as fast as possible. It's by far the worst government in this game. But early on in the game, a lot of the tile yields are going to be affected by the despotism penalty, and it's important to keep that in mind. Culture, borders tend to grow very slowly in Civ 3, so keep that in mind. We only get 1 per turn from the palace. And we don't start with any units, so we really do need to get a warrior out soonish so we can do some exploration. Having that furs is definitely going to help. And it's unfortunate the capital can't work that tile, but we'll put another city up there. I can see some floodplains peeking through from under the fog. So there's a decent chance we'll get an early city up there. Movement is a little bit weird in this game. You do not... Oh, okay. You can rename it if you right-click on it. Okay. You don't rename... or you don't move by left-clicking or right-clicking as you do in later civs. Like, you can left-click on a unit and then drag, but like it's kind of awkward to do this. This game's old enough that you're intended to move units with the number keypad, so that's what I'll be doing here. And the first thing to do is to farm our wheat tile. That is the best tile, and that'll get us up to five. What is it? Well, actually, we're already at 5 food. I forgot. I was like, if we can farm the wheat, we'll be up to 5 food per turn. That's really good. It's like, oh, wait a minute. We're under the we're agricultural. We get +1 food already in the capital. So we're already at 5 food per turn. But with that said, it's still important to farm this tile. You actually can't mine, I believe can you mine floodplains tiles? I can't remember. But it's still good to farm this tile anyway. Important detail about Civ3. There is no overflow in this game. Any excess food, any excess production, any excess research does not overflow into the next thing. This is the biggest reason why I have not played this game in 15 years. Playing Civ3 effectively is about constantly micromanaging your cities to avoid wasting food, wasting production, etc. It is super duper annoying. All right, we also need to pick something to research. Fortunately, we start with pottery, which is one of the game's key early techs. We'll go for ceremonial burial so we can build temples. Only way we can expand borders early in the game is to have temples. So, yeah, well, thanks, Sid. Thanks for your advice. And we also need to adjust the research rate. There's no reason to run anything but max research right now. And that's our first turn. We'll go ahead and get started. So, yeah, note that I actually can't mine this tile even if I want to. And I am going to want to mine some tiles because this capital is very, very low on production. I'll have to probably will end up working the forest tiles just to get some production going, but tons of food, tons and tons of food. So we may even end up using the whip, which is not something that you do a lot in Civ3. So yeah, you generally don't do a lot of this, and they changed the rules on whipping enough that I can't recall exactly how it all works. So the first couple turns are going to be pretty boring. We're not going to do a whole lot here, just while the worker's farming. All right, there we go. So now we've finished that farm, and the game has picked up. So here's why it's important to farm that tile, because by farming that tile, we get up to 5 food per turn, and we can also pick up the forest here and get a little bit more production. However, note that I have to be careful not to waste production, though, because, like, look, if I build this warrior, there's only 4 more production needed to build it, but I'm getting 3. If I don't swap off that forest tile, the extra 2 production next turn is just going to vanish, go up in smoke, and do nothing. So I have to micro the city next turn. Now, the other thing is, note, we already have an unhappy citizen here. At Emperor, you already get an unhappy. Only the first citizen's content. The second one is unhappy. So what we have to do is we have to turn up the luxuries. We have to make sure we can get... There we go. So now we have a happy citizen who offsets the unhappy citizen. And that way we avoid the city revolting. City revolting is super duper annoying. You really have to watch to make sure your cities don't revolt. One of the ways we can avoid this is we can get if we can get the furs connected, we will have a luxury coming into the capital. So that will be something we want to do soonish. That said, you might say, oh, well, what sort of tile improvement do you use to connect the furs? No tile improvements, just a road. All you need to do is put a road on it. I don't think it even has to be in your borders. By the way, workers can also make improvements outside your borders in Civ3. Another weird change. All right, so here, like I mentioned, note that we're getting 3 production, and the warrior only needs 1 more. This extra production will be totally wasted, so we're better off dumping it into another tile. And the best tile we can get is one of these, because we can get an extra 2 food, and we can get an extra point of commerce. So we might as well do that. Also, I might be able to dial the luxuries down. Yep, note that I was able to dial the luxuries down. Because, or wait, no, I wasn't able to do that. Never mind. We do need. I thought with that extra commerce, we might only need to run 10% luxuries. If a city revolts, absolutely nothing happens. You get no production, no research, nothing. It is a completely wasted turn. All right, and I think we want another warrior right now. So let's micro back. Can still grow in 2 turns and get that 3 production. All right, what's the next tile to improve? So borders are going to pop here. Now I could put down another floodplains farm, but the question is, do I need that much food? I kind of have a ton of food already. It might be better, honestly, to mine this hill tile. I'm trying to think about whether it would be more worthwhile to do. Maybe 1 more floodplains. Oh, by the way, note that I also put a road on a tile. You should pretty much always erode a tile if you move on to it with the worker. Adds a point of commerce. Roads add commerce in Civ3. And in the first 2 Civ games. Let's actually move this unit first. And see if we can spot anything. He can move here. Oh, hey, we met the. Who is this? Inca. All right. I hope that they're not that close. He doesn't have any text. Oh, apparently we have the exact same starting text because he doesn't have anything for us. All right. Let's farm one more. Let's farm one more tile. And go from there. Oh, it looks like there's this sea down here. Looks like we're at the coastline. Anyway, we definitely need some map info. We'll farm this. Definitely need to explore in the direction of the Incas to see how close they are. So one of the things you kind of need to do is, honestly, you really should check with every AI every single turn in Civ3. I'm not going to do that necessarily, but that is ideally what you want to do. Oh, hey, another warrior. They must not be too far away. A lot of desert on this map, by the way. So note that now we have 2 unhappy people here in the capital. So in order to, we actually have to dial luxuries up even further in order to keep the city from revolting. So yeah, if I work one of these tiles, I can get the warrior done. No, actually, that does absolutely nothing. Completes in 1 turn anyway. There we go. 1 move workers, yep. So obviously I don't want to keep running 40% luxuries too much, but I'm actually going to build another warrior because I want another warrior for military police. Because you can get some military police if you have them stand in your city. But let's move this guy out exploring first. See what we can find. Units are cheap in Civ 3. You can build them very quickly. Wish I had some bonus grassland. There's a bonus grassland tile. Don't have a lot of them. But yeah, I think I need to mine some of these hill tiles because I've got tons of food. What I need is production. There we go. Oh, there's a hut over there. Huh. Didn't know that was there. Now, can I beat this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can beat him to the hut. Although here on Emperor, odds are that it's got bad stuff in it. Still, it could be something good. You, in an extremely lucky situation, we could even pop a settler out of there. All right, yeah, so working, actually, you know what, maybe we can work the forest tiles. Mining the hill is not going to do anything. That would just be the same. So here's where we get to micro. So let's see, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we need 7 more, so we can get it in 2 turns. Let's work high food this turn, get 3 production. I can't get this guy in 1 turn, right? No. So I might as well run higher food. Yeah, we'll run this tile this turn and then swap over next turn. Growth will be in 2 turns no matter what. Yeah, I can't grow in 1 turn no matter what. I can dial down the happiness, apparently. There we go. 2 turns. Let's see, I haven't talked to him. Has he finished anything? Alright, so he finished Warrior Code. Okay, so we can probably trade Ceremonial Burial for Warrior Code. Warrior Code's a popular choice. You might have seen how Sid just recommended researching it. AI loves to go for that tech early on, so that's one of the reasons why I didn't research it. Hopefully he's not planning on launching an attack. The AI usually doesn't attack this early, but it's not impossible. I'll have that. Alright, so we'll get this warrior done now. There we go. Now we can finish him and grow on the next turn. And maybe we'll get something good out of this hut. It's probably barbarians. All right, so this is how close he is. You know what? I could potentially form a blockade. If I had 4 warriors, I can blockade this and stop him from settling. You know what? That's probably worth doing. Just pump out some warriors, and Civ 3 is 1 unit per... Oh, wait, no. I could blockade him though. Yeah, so Civ 3 is not 1 unit per tile, but you can't occupy the same tile as an enemy unit. Like if we occupied this tile, 1, 2, 3, 4, he wouldn't be able to get by. We could just blockade him and he would never be able to get a settler up here. Yeah, we're only about 10 turns in. I think that's worth doing actually. So I'll keep this work. Yeah, because I can pop out these warriors really fast. Because yeah, they're super cheap. I might as well do that. And then just start getting some, and then start pumping settlers. No, this game does not do zone of control, although there are some bombardment rules. Okay, so we've got enough. we've got enough of these tiles that, we've got enough forest tiles that I don't think I have to mine any of the hills. Because I can, if I want to work all forest, get up to 7 per turn. That's not too bad. You really want to get up to 10 per turn, though, because everything is in multiples of 10 in Civ 3. Like, everything's 10 production, 20 production, blah, blah, blah. So that avoids wastage. So maybe I do want to... Maybe I do want to mine another tile, because the hill would be 2 production as well. Like, this gets me to 7. That would get me to 9. And then that would be 10, that tile there. Maybe. Hey, welcome those of you who are just popping in. Civ 3 is, yeah, it's a pretty old game. Well, let's see what we get from the hut first. Yep, not surprised I got barbarians. The odds of getting something good are quite low on this difficulty. But yeah, I would really like to blockade him from getting across. 1, 2. Yeah, I just need 4 warriors. 4 warriors can form a complete blockade and stop him from getting. Now this warrior is almost certainly dead, but warriors are super cheap, as you've seen. So let's go for that. You can fortify here for the time being. He would have to then declare war. So probably wave goodbye to this poor unit. Bronze working is probably... No, the AI likes bronze working too. Let's go for wheel. Oh, ha! AI did not end up attacking for some reason. That's really weird. Alright. So he won't accept that. That means he's probably researching this tech. He doubts. Interesting. So he must be researching ceremonial burial. That's a little unfortunate. Let's see. Just see what we can need to do if we want to swing this deal. This game, by the way, this game's all about tech trading. Interesting. All right, so he must be close to discovering ceremonial burial, otherwise... Might as well take his gold then, because he must be close to finishing research on this tech. Otherwise, he'd be more willing to swap it. So we should accept it. We should probably accept this offer just to get something instead of getting nothing. All right. So yeah, that's not great. It would have been. It's disappointing we couldn't trade for that, but. I'm actually going to keep you down here. Keep an eye on this. I want to get some more warriors. Alright, so we can go back to working higher food tiles for this turn. Yep, because see, we can still get this. This is nice. We can grow really fast here. Also note that as we pick up more commerce from these tiles with roads, we can drop the luxury rate. There we go. This is Emperor, by the way. Good question. By the way, so like, look how long it takes to mine this tile. It takes forever to mine these tiles in the early game. But as I said, this will get us up to potentially 10 production per turn, which is really nice. And forming a neutral blockade here is probably the best thing I can do, because then I'll be able to settle like everything behind it. Anyway, and then I'm going to need to get settlers out. First settler I want to get in this floodplains area here. I'd also love to get that ivory. Alright, so now back to our high production setup again. So we can keep popping these out every 2 turns. That's 3. So I need 1 more, and I gotta dial up the luxury rate again. So if you're wondering why a lot of the changes that were made in Civ 3 were made, you can kind of see them, because this game's so micro-heavy. 1, 2. I think it's only 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. No. I gotta turn... Boy, there's a way to turn the grid on. I can't remember what the way... I can't remember how to turn the grid on that shows you the actual tiles. Because I need to know exactly... Let me look at the... I'll just Google this real quick. Civ3 keyboard shortcuts. All right. Orders. Control G. I'll take your word for it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, this is a fish. 1, 2. Oh, we can do it with 3. Never mind. We don't even need another warrior. We can do it with 3. 1, 2, 3. These 3 tiles. Yep, there's no way to move through. I'm actually going to keep the grid on. It makes it a little easier to see. Thank you very much for that, Burninator. All right, so we don't need another warrior, so let's go ahead and start on a settler. Now, I don't have a granary in place. But I think I want to get at least 1 settler out first. Get the settler out quickly. Hey, Trenlow. How much are granaries again? 60. This city is growing so quickly. It's arguable as to whether I even need the granary. I mean, I do eventually, but yeah, let's just get these 3 dudes down here, and then we'll blockade this, and it looks like that's the only way through. Oh, there's a bonus grassland tile over there. My map info is still not great. Actually, the grid's annoying me. Now I'm going to turn it off. I was like, yeah, I'm going to turn the grid on. I was like, wait, no, let's turn it off. All right, yeah, so 7, right, so 7, 5 turns. All right, can probably swap off that next turn. Alpha Centauri. I probably will not play Alpha Centauri just because that's a game I've never played, and it's a very complicated game. And it's not a game I'm really that interested in learning. So it's a really good question, but that's probably not a game I'm going to do. All right. So I could grow a turn faster by going here. But I don't think it's that valuable because I just have to turn up the luxury rate again. By the way, let's check in on him and see. So he's now got warrior, bronze working and warrior code, which is not great. But if I can get the wheel, I might be able to. Might be able to trade it for one of those, which would be nice. Still, the wheel's a long way away. Certainly a good question. All right. So we pretty much got this blockade locked in at this point. All right, we can do that because it's, yeah. A little, muffed up the growth a little bit. I think I could have microed that a little bit better. Actually, let's do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I almost have enough production to grow, and when the city grows, it does work the tile that it picks up when it grows. If there was a 2 production tile, it could potentially finish this settler, even though it doesn't look like it. Oh well. It won't be able to pick it up, so let's get the extra commerce instead. Yep, see? There's the settler. Wow. Did I time this or what? Still got it after this time. Here comes the settler. And the blockade's going to close into position just ahead of time. Because I can move back a tile. Yep. Meanwhile, my settler's going to have down there. And by the way, this is why you got to micro all this. So we might as well do this. Pick up the extra commerce. The extra production is pointless. We could, yeah, we don't need production here. We could run a tax collector for this turn, or a scientist. Probably better to do this. And then turn the luxury rate down. There we go. Happy, unhappy. There we go. Nice. Hopefully, what's his name? So he still doesn't have any extra cities yet. That's a good sign. All right. I'm gonna need to get probably need another worker. This is where it would be nice to have a granary. Yeah, you drop 2 population points when you finish a settler. Or maybe this new city can build its own. Well, no, this new city is going to be a low population city too. Let's see. Just trying to think now what tile I want specifically. I'd like a city here, so it's been a while since I've worked with the isometric perspective in Civ3. So let's see, 1, 2. So maybe there. Wouldn't be able to borrow tiles from the capital, but I think that's all right. Yeah, probably on this tile, and then we put a city there, and those are our first 2. And we can always bring irrigation down here. Okay, let's do that. Hopefully we don't get attacked here. All right, have fun there. Have fun there, Incans. All right, anyway, so now that the city is down to size 3, we don't have to run as much luxury tax. There we go. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Yeah, I'll be able to drop this tile and work this tile and still grow in 3 turns. Get the worker out slightly faster. Yeah. Yep, there they go. Huh. Now he could just found on that tile. We'll see. We'll go here and then we'll swap there next turn. So we're going to need a name for this new city, by the way, you guys. I think he's going to found on that tile. What do you guys want to name it? Sausage pizza? Cow cut zone? I like that a little bit more. Oh, there's another hut over there. Okay, so here, by the way, note the corruption. Oh yeah, we can actually transfer this tile over. Well, that's, yeah, we should probably, well, or I could get the city to grow fast. No, because we're losing that to corruption, so it's probably better off not working that tile. Probably better off just growing faster. Like a calzone. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he founds on that tile. He did. Alright. I'm gonna have you connect the furs. Now would seem like a good time to get a granary going too. What's the yield on this tile again? Okay. So corruption just causes you to lose stuff the further away you are from the palace. Also note that we're in this guy's territory, but we can still stand there. There's no open border. Like, you know, there's no open borders concept in this game. So he still can't move through. He's probably going to demand I leave his territory, though. He still doesn't have wheel either, which is good. That gold tile will be nice. Now, gold is not... I believe gold is not a luxury resource in this game. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, gold is not a luxury. Somewhat contradictorily. Really would have liked that ivory, but... Okay. Yeah, he kicked us out. Not really a surprise. We only need 2 more warriors, though, to block him completely. Still, to continue blocking him completely. At least until he pops borders. At some point I will have to get units too. And keep exploring. Like, I've just put warriors to like blockade all over the place, but with 3 units I can blockade pretty easily. Because like, I think he's kind of trapped down here. I'm assuming, like, you can see on the map the South Pole is not far away. I think there's not a lot of territory down there. Alright, so we're still 2 turns growth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can run a little extra production here. Almost done this road. We'll farm this tile next. So where am I putting my next city? Probably down here somewhere, just to continue blockading, even though the terrain's not that great. One nice thing about being agricultural is I can farm all this desert and then make it like a good tile, make it plains tiles. We're still good on the luxury rate, right? Yep. All right. There we go. Pick up the extra point of commerce on that tile. Oh, hey, Barbs. Maybe we should get another city up here. The terrain is much better up here. Like that tile, probably. That floodplains tile, probably. In the meantime, you come over here. So the granary will take a little while to build, but I'll be able to pump out settlers like no tomorrow once it's done. I arguably should have gotten it before the first city, but I like having at least 1 city to help out. All right, bye, barbarians. All right, here we go. Growth in 7 turns. All right, let's do this. Let's keep growth here. Also, we should work that tile because it's got the extra commerce on it. So this is good. We've got 5 production. That's like a, well, not an even number. It's not a multiple of 10, but it's close to it. Pop the hut to the east. Well, it's probably barbarians. We can get it at, we'll get it at some point. So yeah, granary in 9. That looks pretty good. This city's about to grow, and then I can swap this tile over to it once it grows. I can actually swap over next turn. And we need to dial up the luxury rate. There we go. All right, and hopefully this wheel trade will be there. Oh, hey, we found someone new. All right. So one of the big things about this game is tech gets... Basically, the game's all about tech trading. That's like one of the key things about this game. You can go for mysticism, maybe. I don't know if anyone has mysticism. So this game's all about making contacts and trading for techs. All right, Lincoln. He's got all the intro techs, but he doesn't have wheel. All right, he'd be willing to give... what we want to do is get a tech that he has that... what's his name? That the Inca guy does not have. Bronze Working Warrior Code. All right, so he has Bronze Working Warrior Code. Working Warrior Code. So if we can get Mysticism or Alphabet, we can trade. Doubt that they will accept this. All right. So let's see what we can do. At this point, we probably can stop running our own research and just rely on trade. So let's see if we can make this happen. This deal will probably be acceptable. All right, hopefully we won't have to trade alt. Let's see how close we can get it then. 6, okay. 5. You rely on that. By the way, I've seen this advisor like 10,000 times because I've spent so much time on the trade screen in this game. Yeah, a lot of people like the fact that the leader heads have different eras, and a lot of people are like, why don't the leaders in Civ 4 have like the different eras? The answer is this is like the big art thing. Doing the leader heads is a lot of work for the artists. It's one of the most expensive things. All right, that's probably, okay, cool. So this is not as expensive as I thought. Getting close to a deal. So let's see if we can toss in some lump sum then. 5 gold, all right. If you've ever wondered why in Civ 4 you can just click a button, it'll tell you instantly how much it costs. This is why. All right, so we're gonna trade Mysticism for the wheel, 3 gold per turn. All right, so now we've got that. Now we go to the Incas. And now we have 2 techs that he doesn't have. So let's see if we can get both of these for that. All right, but we're close to a deal. So let's see if we can get it for our treasury. All right, so now we know that he will make a deal here. Let's try 10. And yes, I am petty enough to beg for every single coin. 2, 3, so it's either 4 or 5. All right, so now we have parlayed 1 tech and some gold per turn into 4 techs. And that is how you play Civ 4. That's pretty much underlies everything in Civ 4, is doing that right there. All right, so now if you look at our tech, we are even in tech with the Incas, and we are down, we're still down 2 techs to America. So I wouldn't be surprised if America probably has contacts with other civs. So what we'll do now is we'll start a minimum beaker research on polytheism. Here we go. You are guaranteed to get any tech if you research it for 50 turns. Even if you don't have enough beakers to get it, you get it in 50 turns. This makes absolutely no sense, but that's the rule. So we're going to try to run a min science on polytheism. And polytheism is a particularly important tech to do this on, because if you get polytheism first, you actually get a free tech as a result. So we could then pick up monarchy for free. So yeah, it's the rules of the game are... Oh, by the way, also in terms of research, you can't get anything faster than 4 turns. Even if you have way more beakers than you need, you still can't get it faster than 4 turns. I do not understand these game rules. They do not make any sense to me, but those are the rules of the game. So you might as well take advantage of it. Yeah, some really, really bizarre rules in this game. So now we're just going to run max gold and look to make more trades. We also need to find more contacts. So I really do want to get some more units out. And see, I'll have Calcut Zone build some units after this. Build another warrior or two to explore and to finish off my blockade down there. By the way, thanks America for taking out that barb. All right. Yeah, this is still looking good there. All right, so the city has picked up another labor. Oh, look at all that extra commerce there. All right, well. Let's drop that and have you pick up this tile. Yeah, so we'll finish the worker. And like I said, then we'll have you build some warriors for me. I can build my javelin throwers now. All right. Let's have you improve this tile, because this is obviously a good tile to work. Some marsh tiles up there. All right, Chichen Itza, looking good. Let's see. do a Diplo check again. All right, so Abe still just says alphabet iron working. And he hasn't come up with anything yet. Incas are likely to be behind. Oh, have I explained why despotism sucks? So I did at the very beginning of the stream. So despotism is the initial starting government in Civ3, and it contains a tile penalty. Any tile that produces more than 2 of any of the yields, food, production, or commerce, loses 1 off that yield. So if a tile would produce 3, it produces 2. If it would produce 4, it produces 3. Doesn't affect anything that has 1 or 2, but anything over 2, you lose 1. So yeah, it's that's how it works. Not, again, one of those things that doesn't make a ton of sense again, but that's how it is. So do we have oh no, okay, so we don't have furs connected. I thought that they would be connected. Oh well. That's okay. They will be connected as soon as we get a city up here. Note that the granary is only 3 turns away now. Yeah, then that, so we'll build the granary and then we'll build a settler as soon as it's done. Just have to dial up the luxury rate a little bit. There we go. Have polytheism 47 turns. And again, it takes forever to mine in the early game. All right. So I'm planning to put this city on this tile here. So let's, maybe we road this tile just because I can't remember if you get extra commerce for roading a forest tile. I think you do. Yeah. Well, let's find out. Find out if we get extra commerce for roading this tile. At least we got extra commerce for that one. So I'm going to irrigate this tile because eventually I'll want to bring irrigation down here. So it makes sense to move to that tile next. One, 2, 3. So what do we need? We need 11 more. So we can't really swap off these tiles. No. Got to keep running the forest tiles for right now. You need a colony. That's right. That is right. You need colonies to connect outside your borders. Note that we are 1 food away. 1 food away there. So, there we go. I'm at an awkward spot here. Just not quite enough food to grow. Alright, I guess I have to run this and then swap it back next turn. Or at least we can finish that granary. Nice, and then we can get started. And then we can, once the granary's done, we're just gonna pump out settlers. Settle, settle, settle. Do a quick Diplo check to see if these guys have gotten anything. Oh, he's got a worker. All right, well, not willing to trade for it. That's okay. They only show up if there's someone in the if they're standing in their capital city. All right, so he has iron working as well. That reveals iron on the map. We did reveal horses, but we haven't spotted them yet. Yeah, granary is all basically the same as it is in Civ 4. All right, so you can see the food box now fills up. Now we only need 10 food to grow, which is really good. So we're just pretty much going to run the high production configuration here. We can complete settlers so basically we now have enough food to do settlers every 4 turns. 2 turns to grow. We grow from 5 to 2 turns to grow to size 5, 2 turns to grow to size 6, and we pick up the 30 production we need. So we're just, chicken pizza is just going to do settler, 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 and the other cities are going to have to build. We'll work on producing the other stuff we need. I don't suppose I can turn down the luxury rate. Nope, not yet. good, because I do need this tile for the capital right now. We're just hoping we stay out of war right now, because I have like no military. I'm going to work this tile to get the warrior out, and we'll decide after that. All right, so did we pick up commerce? We did actually pick up a point of commerce there. Cool. So what tile did I just pick up? This one here. 2 turns. So how much production do I still need here? I need, this is 14. So I only need 7 production per turn right now. Means I can drop one of these tiles. And it means I need to irrigate another tile. I'm slightly short of enough food to pull this off. Yeah, I need like 1 more point of food. So we'll go and irrigate this tile. And of course the luxury rate needs to go up. Yes, running 40% luxuries, but as soon as I settle this city, we won't need that anymore. We won't have to burn up quite so much. All right, at some point I'm going to need to get a barracks, although I guess well, we'll put on barracks for now. This would be a logical city, although this city's pretty production starved too. Maybe we just put out another warrior first, just so we can see more of the map. Because I really could use, let's send this guy exploring. We do need more map info, because I'm running this blockade down here. And with 3 units, I can blockade, like I can shift them around to blockade as needed. But with 3 units, yeah, I have to be a little careful. Let's do a Diplo check again. Alphabet ironworking. All right, so he hasn't gotten too much, although he could have text beyond alphabet, could have math they're writing, and I just can't see them yet. Kind of relying on the Min Science Gambit to get me something good. Let's just see how much it would cost to get ironworking. Can't be done. We'll see. How much longer until my per turn deals wear out? 2 other civs, 3 per turn. Can't remember where I can see active deals. There's a place to see that, but I can't remember where that is. So we're going to go from a settler onto another settler. All right, we need a name for another new city, you guys. Or do I want it on this tile? No, I think this spot's good. I think this spot's pretty good. Furtopolis, I like Furtopolis. Oh, there's a barb. Just do this so the city will grow faster. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm just barely short of enough to grow in 2 turns. Well, we'll do this for right now. And then when the mine finishes, we can work the mine, because the mine's about ready to finish too. I'm going to send this guy to go help the new city. This should be almost done. Maya bad. I think Furtopolis is good for right now. Yeah, my map knowledge is still pretty bad. I'm down to just 2 per... Oh, that's right, because I had the luxury rate dialed up so high. I don't need it as high. There's barbs roaming around, but barbs aren't that scary in Civ 3. They don't really do that much. All right, Furtopolis. All right, so there we go. Brought that in. Okay, so this city actually has pretty good production. Let's do a barracks here. and make this our production make this our production city. So here, oh, by the way, in case you haven't noticed, you can do production swapping in this game. There we go. Like, you can change what you're producing really quickly. This city's better at growth, not so good on production. I missed the L and oh, I did. Thank you. Abandoned city. There actually are some exploits involved in abandoning cities. Thank you for the reminder. But now at this point, we're just gonna like outsettle everybody. All right, so now I should be able to turn the luxury rate down even more. Nope. All right, still have to run 20%, but that's not that bad for this stage of the game. Note that I'm at 9 gold per turn. Now let's dial up one of these guys and see if we can make a deal. Obviously, ideally, I would get a tech that one of them lacks and trade it to the other. But just to get a sense. So if I basically trade everything, I can pick that up, but that's not worth it at this stage of the game. Not unless I can broker it for another tech, and at the moment I can't do that. So since I can't broker it, I'm not gonna waste my time. Let's go ahead and improve that floodplains. 1, 2, 3. Get another high food tile for the city. And again, you might notice none of these cities have pop borders yet. That's fine. This guy will attack across a river into forest if he attacks me, so I think that'll be okay. And note that we're just hanging out here. It's too bad I don't have Ivory. Ivory unlocks like one of the most brokenly overpowered wonders ever, the Statue of Zeus. It's really absurd. So we could put another city on this tile here. That wouldn't be bad. That would reclaim... Yeah, that's probably where to put a city. I'm also curious what's west of the capital. I really need to get another unit out to see what's over there. Maybe we should do another warrior just to go exploring. Just to figure out what the heck's in that direction. You do not need to improve them. They just have to be in your culture and with a road on them. We could also improve this. You know what? It might be better just to road this tile first, and then I have a fur to trade. Although I would need a trade route, which I don't have at the moment. Oh, another one of the dumbest things in the game. Floodplain just got hit by disease. Completely uncontrollable. Your cities will just sometimes get hit by disease. It really sucks. All right, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 7 food short. We'll just grow back in 1 turn. By the way, it'll hit again on the following turn as well. Floodplains, when you get hit with disease, it always hits twice. Yeah, kind of sucks. No, we need food here. Need to improve this first. Barbarians are not doing much of anything right now. Being very oh, there's another somebody right over there. I'm afraid to try and clear the camp. I'm afraid of a bad streak of combat luck. So is this a settler here? Nope, just warriors. As long as there's no settler, I'm not going to try to shift my blockade around. 2, 2, all right. Is there another tile we can pick up for extra production here? Yes, we're not using this tile right now. Oh, we're still 1 short. Oh, because of the corruption. We lose the production point that would have finished that. Oh well. I'm gonna leave it at the city because the city will probably grow and pick up that tile. Not that it really matters because it's gonna come up short. And the furs are definitely the best tile to work here right now. So, okay. Anyway, let me just see. So he has 1 more city than me at the moment. That's not that bad, though, for this early in the game. He only has 2 cities. Yeah, he's pretty much out of room, I think. Inca will definitely be our first target for conquest. Let's go see who this enemy is up here. Now, is that a settler? Nope, just the worker. Do I dare take on the risk of attacking this camp? So that was the other bout of floodplains, by the way. I don't know if you saw that, but the floodplains hit me again. The disease, like I said, disease always hits twice. It's not. This is a pretty benign way for disease to hit because I have a granary in place and super high food in this city. But yeah, it's still annoying. All right, good. That looks good. But except I do want to finish that warrior. I don't want that to last an extra turn. So let's do that. A little bit more than we need, but it won't be too bad as far as waste goes. Giving me anxiety that I won't take the village. No. It's weird that escape brings up, do you want to quit? All right, let's do this. Oops, cancel that. All right, we'll save it. Let me just, jeez. It's so weird that escape doesn't bring up the main menu. Okay, so it's there. All right. So if you're wondering why I don't really want to go for this barb camp, I think I will lose if I attack, but I'll just go ahead and try it because I did just save it. No, it worked. Oh, there's silks over there. Well, that's handy. That's something we definitely do want to know about. We got to get over here and make sure we claim that luxury. It's probably on this tile. Or I could settle on the silks. Resources aren't anywhere near as good. Yeah, probably settle on the silks. Here on the silks, and then up the river on this tile here, probably. Since there's an AI here, we need to push settlers in this direction next. So that's where I'm going to be sending them. Oh, expand the palace. We're going to meet the red civ either this turn or next turn. So we can, if we want, build in a couple different styles. Now the Aztec one is new. I don't remember that being in the game earlier. Or we could just improve the ground. Been a while since I've seen this. It's weird that those warriors are just running around like that. Anyway. Let's have you meet whoever's up here. Germany, who's in red. Very weird. Alright, so he has the same text, alphabet, ironworking. Everybody seems to have those. He just has one city. Let's see what he would give us for ironworking. 5 gold per turn, 109. He doesn't seem to like us very much. Just waiting for someone else to get another new tech. Or is there any... Are those the only techs I can see? Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's the problem. Those are the only techs I can see. I can't see anything behind them right now. So they assuredly have more techs than this. I really do need to pick up alphabet just because it's limiting what I can trade for. So I probably should go ahead and get that. Yeah, the whole improve the palace thing's a little bit silly. All right, so we don't need production for this turn. We can just go heavy food or heavier food. We still do need to come up with 4 production, though. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going to rush settlers in this direction because I want to make sure that this territory doesn't get claimed by Germany. I don't know what's to the west, but I don't think there's anyone over there because I haven't seen anyone from that direction. Still, we'll send this person over to explore. Note that crossing a river does eat up your movement, even if there's a road there. And you, why don't you start roading towards this next spot? I have a road on that tile. So you're going to farm. Like I said, I think this is the next spot here. So we need to head in that direction. It's the most efficient way to get there. I already have this tile roaded. Actually, it might be best to just go here, help irrigate this floodplain, and then just walk over like that. That's the best option. Oops! Oh, I forgot that was crossing a river. Oh well. All right, all the cities look okay. Let me see if I can pick up alphabet. Like I said, I need to be able to see what's coming up there. I really need to get writing too, because writing unlocks a ton of stuff. So he doesn't want that much. 2 gold and 1 and my treasury. That's probably better. See, he's a commercial civ, and commercial civs tend to offer the best rates when it comes to tech trades. No, he has the same thing. He's not commercial, but... Alright, well, it's the same for everybody. Bismarck seems to be the weakest, so why don't we go with him? So, can I go down to lower? Yeah, I can. Let's see what I can actually go down to. 100. Getting close to it. All right, so it's between those two. All right, 96. We'll take this. All right, so he doesn't have anything else beyond that. He does not have another tech. He also doesn't have anything beyond. He doesn't have writing yet. Does Lincoln have writing? No, he doesn't have writing yet either. Okay, this is good. The AI is not going through the tech tree as fast as I thought they might. Am I going to save scum anarchy? No, definitely not. I'm not going to save scum anarchy. I was hoping he might kill one of the 2 Incans. So because we lost that population, we need to get, we need to build something first, because we need to let the city regrow. So we'll pop out a warrior while the city's regrowing. So let's see, what's the fastest way to get to this tile? I think we'll follow the workers, because they might have a road finish by the time I get up there. 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. It's the same as 1, 2, 3, yeah. Oh, there's a barb camp down there. Alright, so we finally finished this. There we go. What's the best way I can do this? Yeah, run food for this turn, then swap over to that tile. You, on the other hand, should start roading towards this tile. And remember, you can road outside your borders in this game. You, I'm going to have heal for the moment, because you already met the Germans. We can probably turn the luxury rate down. Nope. 100% luxuries. The people are overjoyed. 100% luxuries. Yeah, I do want to get granaries in the other cities, it's true. I'm just trying to push out early game infrastructure. As I get more cities on like the outskirts of my territory, so like I am using Fertopolis. This is going to be my military training zone. I'm going to build a barracks and then just have it produce some veteran spears. So like this is a city I'm putting towards more long term. But for right now, because like the capital's doing settlers, I need workers, and Calcut Zone has enough food that it can do. It has enough food and production that it can do settlers and can do workers relatively fast. I would feel better if I could get one more warrior down here too for this blockade. Maybe I can use this. This guy can start heading down there. I would feel much better if I had one more warrior to maintain the blockade. Because I'm going to build a replacement warrior for the capital anyway. size 3. Definitely work. Yeah, definitely grow in 2 turns, not 3. And then we'll do the settler once we're back to size 4 again. Oh. Barbs. Is that a new camp? I don't remember that being there last turn. Maybe it was there and I just didn't spot it before. Well... The good news is that if I settle on this tile, it will disperse that barbarian camp. And maybe I can use this. Yeah, I was pretty sure that camp wasn't there last turn. Which is really weird because camps aren't supposed to spawn if they're in vision. Well, I can move this guy down to escort a settler. But this does mean that this guy for the time being can't stand there because he could get captured by the barbs. Not as bad as losing a worker in Civ 4, but I guess for the time being I'll just have to move him and have him farm some more tiles. I could start bringing irrigation this way because I am going to put a city down. Well, I don't want to put it this close to Tiwanaku. Maybe we just put it on this tile here. Or I could get two, maybe I could get 2 cities. One here on the river and then one here. Might be worthwhile. Probably worthwhile to do that. We can put a... maybe we can send the next settler here. Have a fair amount of overlap with the capital, but that's okay. Although I do want to get... well, we'll see. We'll see what the situation looks like when the next settler's done. I do want to get this spot. Because I want to lock down this northern border. My warrior blockade. The warrior blockade is such a stupid thing too, but it does work. Can I dial this down? Alright, there we go. Dial that down. Let me just check on the AIs again, see if anybody's come up with anything else. Alright, so Lincoln's come up with math and horseback riding. He also has math and horseback riding. But Biz does not have math. So obvious trade here. Try to get math and trade it for... He won't trade it at the moment. That's the tech we definitely need. Let's just see how close we are. Like if I turn off all research and then talk to Lincoln. All right, here we go. So we can in fact get this tech. And since that'll probably turn into 2 techs from Bismarck, that's worthwhile to do. This will destroy our economy for the near future, but that's not the end of the world. 20 gold. 17. All right. Cool. Oh, so he really doesn't even want that much at all. 10. Too bad we can't get it down to 10 gold per turn. 8. Huh. Oh, maybe we can... Alright, per turn. Let's try 10 gold per turn. Close to a deal. Alright, lump sum. By the way, the length of the length of the deals is 20 turns, FYI. If you're curious, 20 turns. All the deals are 20 turns in this game. All right, 22. All right, so 10 gold per turn and 22 gold to Lincoln for math. Now we go to Biz and we trade math. Yeah, we're not going to get horseback riding and ironworking, so let's get ironworking. All right. Probably just have to trade it for ironworking, but that's not bad. Ironworking will reveal where iron's located, and that's pretty important. What's the other tech? Horseback riding, that's a dead-end tech. Doesn't lead anywhere, so that's not as valuable to get. Whereas ironworking would lead to construction. Nobody has writing yet, which is kind of weird. Yeah, barbs can't take... for not spam bot, barbs can't take cities That's why I'm kind of indifferent to these barbs. They can't capture cities. At worst, they can like capture a worker. Even if they attack your cities, all they do is like raid some gold. All right, anyway. So it looks like the best deal we're going to get is ironworking. He might improve from annoyed to cautious as a result, because this deal is favorable to him. We're close to a deal. Interesting. He actually won't trade that straight up. He will trade horseback riding. Huh. Interesting. He values ironworking more than he values horseback riding. All right. Well, if it's that close to a deal, I'd rather have ironworking because I'd rather see. All right. So he was like, well, he's not going to improve relations, but if I tick in 3 gold, he's willing to deal. All right. All right. So the good news is now we can see iron. And of course there's iron right on that tile. The AI infamously can cheat on resources. They see the whole map. They know where all the resources are from the start of the game. So we don't have iron or horses at the moment, and that is kind of a problem. Not having either one is a real issue. Also, now we need to fix our luxury situation. No, not with 100%. Jesus. There we go. All right, so we're currently making no gold, but we're still continuing on towards polytheism. And we managed to get a 2-for-1 deal, as you typically want. All right. You come down here. Like I said, you can't road towards that next city yet. But, you know, I honestly think I would rather have another warrior here right now. I just keep loading up on those warriors. But another worker is not going to be super helpful right now. And like I said, you should probably start bringing irrigation in this direction. Well, I would probably settle that spot. Well, yeah, let's do that. Let's continue bringing irrigation. I don't think I need another farm at this city for the moment. All right. Those units should be able to keep the blockade going. Do I want to test my luck and try to attack another camp? No, I don't think so. I don't like the odds on that. All right. There we go. So you can, yep, there we go. And now we can grow in 2 turns, and we'll grow onto the furs there. Meanwhile, you keep coming here. We're about to get that city, another city founded. I believe Marsh has a defensive penalty, so I might be able to clear the camp with this guy here. I really would like roading towards this spot, but so the odds on attacking, well, I have 1 attack and 1 defense. The warrior has 1 attack and 1 defense. So basically every round's pretty much a 50-50, but he will get a defensive bonus because he's in rough terrain and he's fortified. So as much as I'd like to clear that camp, I don't think that it's a great idea at the moment to try it. Yeah, I really would like to road towards this spot, but I don't think I can. Maybe with these 2 warriors, I can clear this camp. That would be my hope. Here we go. All right, now I've got 2-turn growth. All right, that's what we want. And disease strikes again. Are you kidding me? At least I can grow in 1 turn. So it'll get hit by disease again. Freaking disease, I swear. Americans are building the oracles. All right, well, at least, so here we get a chance to know who else is in the game. We are actually more advanced than the Aztecs are out there. So the Iroquois and the Aztecs are the other players in this game. Oh, I see why I'm losing money, because I dropped the gold tile. That's okay. I'll grow back onto it next turn. My warrior brigade. I'm happy to let the AI try to clear this. So what should happen is that warrior should attack and die. But you never know. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Well. Of course. This one camp is like messing with me left and right. The camp that like literally just spawned in the middle of all my units. Maybe it won't attack. We'll see. I saw the warrior barb move to that spot. That's true. I should have seen that. Also really should have had an escort for that unit. Jeez. Alright, well. Let's see if we can find the autosave for the start of this turn. What is it? 19... I can't remember if this game saves at the beginning of the turn or at the end of a turn. Alright. Just gonna redo the same things I did before. I changed this over to a warrior. And I don't like save scumming, but that was kind of a silly mistake. Alright, let's keep an eye on this warrior. It's probably going to move to that same spot. ICS is rampant in this game. Infinite City Sprawl is absolutely rampant. Yep, okay. So I definitely should have seen that last turn. If I had been paying attention better. So the Wonder Cascade has already begun. If the Americans are building the pyramids, that means that they picked up Masonry. Is that the one that has the pyramids? Where's the tech? Oh no, never mind. They must have already had that. They've had that from the beginning of the game. Alright, so the barb is on this tile right here, right? So let's go in this direction. And let's do this so we get vision of the area. Forgot to swap that over last turn. That was one thing I didn't do. I was supposed to swap that over last turn. Oh well. Let's see. Let's have one worker go towards the new city and another one work here. The next tile to improve here is the bonus grassland tile. Spearman, what is going on? I don't remember picking a spearman here. I don't remember picking a spearman. You, that is not Spambot put in the chat. You do need a structure. You need to build an aqueduct to grow past size 6. You can't, unless you're on fresh water, and that's why fresh water is such a gigantic advantage in this game. Alright, so I don't get the gold for that camp, but that's okay. Camp still went away. Alright, there we go. Oh, apparently we deserve to have our palace expanded. I guess we'll try to keep the style consistent. Not sure what this is. Alright, yeah. Treasury's running low. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get some money somewhere. Let's see if we can clear the barb camp, shall we? We do have 2 units that can attack it. I believe Marsh carries a defensive penalty, if I remember correctly. No, plus 20%. All right, let's go for it. Yay! Nice. All right, and now you can escort the settler. Oh. Well, we just found a better spot for a city. Just found a better spot for a city. Never mind. We're going to settle here. So that's going to shift the dot map around slightly. Here. We'll found on here. And then here. And then we'll settle there. And then we'll settle there. Nice. With the lake. Yeah. The lake fish. There's also an American city right up there. That's where the Americans are at least. Okay. So I think the land just runs out there to the west because I don't see much over there. All right, so this looks good here. And then we pick up this tile next. I think we need to be one size larger to pull off the 4-turn settlers. I think I'm one size too small to pull it off correctly. We need to build something else here first. Oh well, it's all right, even if it's slightly inefficient. So we're gonna need a name for our city, you guys. Why am I farming towards the Inca? I am planning to put a city down here. I didn't have a ton of tiles. I'm gonna, after this is done, I'm gonna move back and start roading toward. I wanted to road towards this spot. I couldn't do it because there wasn't enough room. Probably better to do this. 3 turns, 3 turns. Green Dole, Lonely Mountain. I like... Those are some really... Reload or no. By the way, note how the borders fill in here in Civ 3. The borders will fill these tiles in my culture. I like both of those names a lot, but with the double wheat, let's go with Green Dole. Lonely Mountain we might be able to use somewhere else. Tons of food. A lot of corruption, though. Very low corruption. We probably will want to whip a temple here. Probably just let this grow and whip out a temple. Let's actually start the temple right away, because I will want the borders to pop here. Oh, no, actually the land continues over there. Poor Chichen Itza's unhappy. I really wish I had that iron. AI ran right for the iron, of course. What does this look like? That looks pretty good. Okay, well, no, actually, I don't want this. I would rather the city grow. I'd rather the city grow so it keeps working these tiles. Next spot should be on, I think, should be on the Silks. I am trying to lock down this northern border. You can stick around and heal, I think. Why don't you go there so you can defog more tiles? You, though, I want to explore to the north. This guy's going to raid the city, and that'll be that. Anyway, let's see what's going on in terms of diplomacy. Oh, yeah, I got to click on all these again. So, like, I'm definitely starting to out-expand. So he's picked up writing. Writing and horseback riding. Writing and horseback riding. Writing and horseback riding. Now, they probably have some text beyond writing, is the thing. Because writing's a big, like a big gateway text, so that's the next one I'm going to need to pick up. And then hopefully I can use polytheism to trade for all the stuff they're going to pick up here. I do need one more warrior, that's correct. However, I can shift units around I'm aware that this tile is not blocked right now, but I can shift units around as needed, like if a settler shows up. So this mostly blocks and probably can stop them. Alright, that looks good for right now. I'm going to want to work the bonus grassland tile when it's done mining, but for now this is what I want. Alright, so let's see what happens with the raid. $6 gold. Oh, see, this is what happens when you muff up the luxury tax. Just the city does nothing for that turn. I needed to increase the luxuries because it grew to size 5. So that's just a total waste. Total wasted turn there. Always sucks when that happens. It's the first time I've let that happen. I've been pretty good about it so far this game. But I'm not perfect, as you guys well know. Just missed that detail. So that's what happens. If you move your southernmost... Oh, that's right. You were correct. That would finish the blockade. That will do it. Good suggestion, not Spambot. Might as well do it now while I have the chance. At least until Tiwanaku pops its borders. Great warrior blockade. Yeah, I think I want the silk spot next. Both because it like seals off the border with Germany, and also because it what's the word I'm looking for? It also gets me another luxury, which I can definitely use. Now, if I could just find a location with some strategic resources, which I still have none of. No horses or iron. Which is not good at all to have neither of them. Well, let's see. Oh, there's a settler. Finally spotted one. There we go. Grows the turn faster by doing that. All right. Hopefully well, we can drop that and work a higher food tile. Or at least it picks up some more commerce. All that extra food's not going to do anything, but hopefully we win this round. We should. Attacking a fortified spot like that. Alright, so American borders to the north. Too bad we couldn't get that ivory. Oh, there's incense here too. Still, it feels like the Incans are probably the weakest. Like, he's still stuck on just those 2 cities, or 3 cities total. If we can get some resources, I think we can run him over later. Raiding horseback riding. They all have raiding horseback riding. Raiding's I mean, some of them probably have something beyond raiding. Curious what's down here and what's over here. My scouting has been poor in this game, but my scouting's been bad because I've been running a huge blockade of warriors, like the whole game. No, the resource tiles do not have great yields in this game, unlike in Civ 4. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. Ah. Wow. No, that's not a reload, but that's pretty unfortunate. So 2 different things happen there. Number 1, Bard Warrior walks in and wins 3-0. Civ 3's infamous combat setup, infamous random number generator. Number 2, he wipes out all the production on the settler. Number 3, the city then revolts because it doesn't have a unit to provide military police happiness. RNG is extremely streaky in Civ 3. Alright, well, that's just a terrible string of bad luck. Just awful luck there. It happens, though. To be fair, I don't have a spear on defense like I should. But yeah, that's what can happen sometimes. And yes, I saw that there's a settler here, but he can't get... Oh wait, no, he can get throw. He can move to this tile. You were wrong! A 4-unit blockade's not enough. However, we can shift the blockade down like that. And then pull this guy down. Now begins the warrior line dance. Yeah, something like that. I was really hoping I wouldn't lose that. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Swap this from worker to warrior. You stay on settler. And then we'll move this warrior over to chicken pizza for happiness. And this guy's going to road towards that spot. Still, that probably set me back about 5 turns, having that happen. Pretty unlucky. But like I said, it can happen. The revolting was just a WTF moment. Alright, I think it's finally time to pop this hut. Oh, nice. We actually got something good. I'm always amazed on Emperor difficulty anytime I get something good out of a hut. I always assume I'm going to get something bad. Not as good as getting writing. But, hey, it's another tech we don't have to trade for, so that's cool. So they're all just going to show writing. I need my previous round of gold per turn to wear off, and then I'll be able to trade for it, I think. More barbs. Alright. Alright, like I said, road towards that tile. You go stand in the capital, which is going to be unhappy. It's not the end of the world, though, because this will get the capital up to a higher size. Well, I don't really want it to go to 7, though. Yeah, this is better, I think. Gotta develop those luxuries even more. Grain Dole, which is just gonna work these tiles until I can whip the temple. I can't remember when I can whip the temple. Yeah, if we had horses or iron would be nice. Still haven't found a source anywhere, which is not good. Iron is the most important resource in the whole game. Now, he can settle on that tile if he wants. Alright. 40% luxuries. At least I do have luxuries, though. You're not guaranteed to have any. I've certainly played games where I didn't have any. Alright, so he shifted down. That looks good for right now. We're gonna start getting some spears out, so we're almost at that point. Let's keep this guy in the area until we actually see another settler. I would like, just so barbs don't spawn up here. And barbarians. 2 turns. Okay, I figured he was going to settle there. Oh yeah, we win that one flawlessly. I figured they'd build the statues. The AI doesn't know how to make full use of that wonder, though, fortunately. Alright, can I do this? Alright, so growth in 1 turn, complete in 1 turn. That's good. Can both grow and finish the settler. Nope, it's got to be 30% at the moment. By the way, there's no like trade routes or anything like that to worry about. And yeah, look at all this food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think when I get to size 4, I can double whip it. Oh! Oh, no! No! My silk spot! No! That stupid barbarian cost me that city. I would have been there in time. Oh my god. I would have been there in time otherwise. Freaking Germans. I swear, that settler would have been able to move 1, 2, 3. 1, 1... Well, actually, I probably still would have been too slow. But, man. That's a harsh blow. Because by getting this, if I settle on this spot, I also get this spot, and then I get multiple cities out of it. Ooh, harsh. Harsh blow to lose out on that spot. Well, we'll take this spot then and see what's over here. Sucks. I'm not in any position to fight a war right now. We'll just keep developing. But yeah, that sucks. I moved this guy down to the south. If I had known they were moving a settler, I probably could have blockaded a little bit. Graindole's objectively better, it's true, but like I would have probably gotten this territory over here. It's unfortunate. Have to try to get that back. Go for the no. I'm not going to shove a city right in the middle of the AIs here. I'm not that desperate for land. There's all this territory over here that's completely unsettled. Maybe if there was no land to settle, but that is not the case. Like I said, just disappointing mostly. I could put a city... I hate... Like, there's a lot of wasted tiles here that are pretty darn good overall. I hate wasting terrain like this. Freaking barbarians. That one barb that runs in there and wins 3-0 against the fortified warrior in my capital city. Wipes out all production and induces a turn of anarchy. Pretty incredible. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the only thing to do is to, like, start filling in the rest of this border, which would then free up some of these warriors to not have to stand here. It just sucks that there's, like, a donut hole here that I was planning to fill with 2 cities. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do other than settle here. And now that this city's here, I'm clearly only going to get 1 city, so put it right here. So this irrigation that leads nowhere is kind of pointless too, because I was going to put a city on this tile, but not with Olente Tambo right there. So yeah, we'll lock down the border with this city here, and then look to push up here to these floodplains. Unfortunately, we still got a ton of land to the west, which seems to be untaken by anybody. All right, well, you might as well come down and join the blockade then, and you can probably cancel that because there's no point. Not any longer. Maximum distance is only 2 tiles. Yep, you can cram them in if you want in this game. Disease again? Are you kidding me? More disease? So yes, disease is completely random, but I've been getting a lot of disease in this game. It's already hit the capital twice. That is an uncommonly high amount of disease, you guys. Oh. And now this city is revolted too. Great. How about you just be a scientist for 1 turn? Because that allows me to turn science down there. But anyway, you can see how annoying it is. Yeah, not surprised. He's got another city in the fog. Yeah, I'm sure they have text beyond writing. I just can't see them. I wish I knew how much longer. Is there any way to see? How can I see what my deals are? Oh, here we go. Deals. 8 more turns. 8 more turns. Also, I'm going to put this city on the coast. Right here. No, still have 8 more turns for the gold per turn deal. Didn't I just tell this person to irrigate? Is that it? Are there any other units to move? I still have other units to move, right? It's like the unit cycling got stuck there. It's like the unit cycling got stuck everywhere. It's still sticking on these units afterwards. Did I change a setting or by accident? What's going on? The game just froze. Oh, there it goes. Oh, are you... There's the second half of the disease, by the way. I was like, I swear to God, if he stuck... I was like, if he snuck a unit through, like, on the 1 turn before my blockade finished, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Hey, look, there's another new barb camp, just literally right where... barb camp, like, literally right where I was standing a turn before. Yes, if you get a disease, it always strikes twice. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of the fact. The problem was my capital got hit by disease, and then it got hit by disease again. This city sure could use, you know, I might just be a good idea to whip a temple here to get the borders expanding. I think it has enough pop to do that. Let's finish the worker and then go from there. Anyway. Just continuously gotten hit with, like, having disease hit the capital twice is not exactly good luck. I don't suppose I can turn this down at all. Too happy, too unhappy. Okay, there we go. Fortunately, we're getting close on polytheism. This city's not going to revolt, is it? No. Okay. Now, do I need another worker here that badly? Yeah, probably, because I want to send it to this city. Work on the floodplains there. Irrigate that and then transfer it. See if we can get that temple, like I said. Get it up to size 4 and then see if we can get the temple out. Alright, we need a name for this. Settle the lake. Yep. This floodplains region up here is definitely, almost certainly going to be next. Alright, so there's a dead end there. So we need a name for this city. Move the blockade east for 1 turn. I think we're okay. I don't think there's anything moving through here. The Blands. Blockhouse. I like Blockhouse. It's going to get hit by this unit immediately, so... Long-term project will be kind of weak to start. We could get a... Actually, you know what? Let's do a Karag just to get a C unit out scouting. There we go. Growth in 2 turns. Nice. Then it can grow onto those high production tiles. This city is growing pretty crazy. Remember, it still has a scientist sitting there. This city's not going to revolt, is it? No. Actually, I think we can dial down to 10%. Yep, we're good for the moment. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Just so for this one, because there's nobody on this tile. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there's nobody there, so you can just hang out. The warrior brigade. Let me talk to the AIs and see. All right, so we're at a position where we can at least get writing. And I do need to pick up writing just so I can see what texts are behind it. Let's see what other people are asking for it. Same thing. All right, they all want the same. Trade with Bismarck. Better safe than sorry, yeah, seriously. I mean, I wouldn't say my luck's been terrible, but I had a very unfortunately timed streak on that barb. The AI, that's what they do. They settle aggressively. Now, can I get this down to like 8 per turn? Actually, no, 9 per turn's fine. So yes, tediously microing the amounts is really annoying. But like you can see it's worthwhile to do this because I'm going to save like 25 gold here by doing this. In Civ 4, you just ask what's the price and they just tell you. All right. So that way we can now see what the others have. All right, he doesn't have any more text. That's pretty good. He doesn't have anything beyond writing? Really? I assume they all had like a bunch of texts. Huh. And Biz only has 3 cities. Oops, details. So we're paying out 10 gold per turn. And so we're about to get 12 gold per turn back, which is going to be nice as we build towards the next thing. All right, so apparently none of them have this other stuff. Oh, and it's philosophy that gives the free tech, not polytheism. My bad, I forgot. It's polytheism. It's philosophy that gives the free tech, not polytheism. That said, polytheism is still nice. Going to be hopefully nice trade bait if nobody picks it up. Anyway, we're going to get... part of the reason why I was doing that is we're going to get raided here. So this way the most they can take is 20 gold. Oh, nice. Alive with 1 HP. 4 gold. Are you kidding? Ugh, I revolted again. How did they get so unhappy? They were happy. I guess it's because I turned down that. I guess it's because I turned down the science rate. Right, I guess we do need 20% for right now. This is probably enough tile improvements for a cow-cut zone at the moment. I could grow in 2 turns, but this tile is a lot better, so I think I'll keep working that. We can do this, and then swap this tile over. Or no, I can't, actually. Never mind. It's not in range. I thought it was. Again, once we get some actual spears out, these cities will have actual defenders for a change. Oh, there's an iron. Great. Already claimed, of course. Oh, it's back to full health again? Oh, wow. Just explore what's out here. So there is something we can do with this road, though. Like this road that goes nowhere at the moment. If I rode this tile, I have a trade route to the Incas. So yeah, next settler, I think next settler goes up here. Maybe on this tile. No, here. Because that would fill in a couple of these tiles. Yeah, we could put it like here. So I'll probably try to use these workers to start roading in that direction next. Settler's almost done. Just need to walk it up there. Because like can trade excess furs. like I said, we are going to get our gold per turn back shortly. Alright, so one of the AIs just cleared the camp. Alright, can we whip this? Are you kidding? We still can't whip this? Even with 4 population? Huh. I can't remember. I guess they've nerfed... I guess I'm remembering earlier patch versions where whipping was stronger. Well, whatever. Sooner or later we'll finish it. Alright, you have enough. Yeah, let's finish that spear. Maybe shift it over to green dull. Unfortunately, we're short of 5 production per turn, which would be nice. But when we grow another size and pick up this tile, we'll be up to, well, we'll be at 6 if we don't have any corruption. I need to get out of the despotism at some point. How much longer on these deals? 4 more turns until we get some money back. It'd be nice to meet the last 2 AIs as well. But he still doesn't have any additional tech, although it looks like America is going to be the strongest AI out of this bunch. Germany seems to be the weakest, interestingly enough. Unfortunately, it's going to be very hard for me to make much progress in a war against anyone if I have no iron and no horses. I guess I could trade for some, but... Alright, 2 turns. Alright, growth in 2 turns, settler in 2 turns, excellent. Because I have a barracks in for top list, the units that come out will be veterans, which means they have an extra hit point. Alright. Alright, is it worthwhile to take the shot to kill this camp? Because it would be worth 20 gold. I think it's worthwhile. This warrior is pretty far out. Another barb camp spot. Let's go for it. Nice. Maybe he'll even promote. Nope. But hey, he didn't die. He didn't die. Well, so much for that spot. If there's one thing the AI is good at doing, they do expand well in this game. Like, do we even need the warrior blockade at this point? There's no territory over here to grab. So I guess we're gonna probably grab this spot now because Chicago's closed off that opportunity. I could consider settling that spot. It would be very cramped, but if we're going to war with Germany eventually, we might not care. We'll see. It would be nice if it told me how many people I have to murder in order to produce the temple. Maybe it's 20 per pop point, something like that. So, like, this is good territory at my capital. I think if I were more in practice with Civ 3, I would have been able to expand better. I don't think this expansion's actually all that good to only have 5 cities at this point. Although I did effectively lose an entire settler as a result of that barb dice roll. If I had gotten the Hamburg location, I'd be in such better shape right now. Well, yeah, the only thing to do is just push further west with this settler. I'm trying to dot map this mentally. Okay, it's 20 shields. Okay, that would explain it then. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I'm still quite a ways short of being able to whip this, aren't I? Yeah, that is not a very good conversion, right? In that case, it's probably better to do... Oh, well, we just lose the other production point anyway. So I was like, I'll work this then. It was like, wait, I just lost the extra production to corruption. So that was pointless. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. Yeah, the only thing to do is to just push west then. You can use this lake for some fresh water. Probably settle on this tile. Fortunately, you don't need to be on fresh water in Civ 3. It's just the cities are a lot stronger. Settle here. Maybe we grab this spot and like maybe grab that hill like there and there maybe. Start pushing in that direction. Something like that. Alright, you should road this tile. Give me a Taurova pass on. Alright, so yeah, Temple definitely do want this, but still a ways away, unfortunately. Well, when this city grows, I'll grab that tile. At least I get my money back shortly. Although I don't think the AIs are really doing that much in terms of tech. I'm more concerned that Lincoln is like out expanding me at this point. At least Germany doesn't seem to have a lot of room to expand. Germany on 3 cities is not as like whatever. Well, in earlier patch versions, whipping was... Oh, he actually... So that means he has rating. Oh wait, we all have rating. Oh, what the... What? I think that this unit... I tried to open the embassy thing, which I thought was Control E, but apparently that's some kind of command for workers. Well, anyway. So I was going to, and by the way, that city being completely undefended is not ideal. I guess we might as well improve this tile while we're here. This city kind of sucks right now too. Need more workers. Just need more workers to improve tiles. Also need some defenders. All these cities just sitting here completely undefended is not great. Good thing the AI has been pretty peaceful thus far. Pull the warriors back and defend your cities. Not the worst idea at this point, because there's not really anything to blockade anymore. I guess I'm just concerned that they might try to walk through and settle over here. So we got a decent game on our hands. The lack of resources is very troubling. Single biggest issue right now. Good, there we go. That looks like the way I want it to look here. All right, I want to build a road, so I have a trade route connection to the Incas. Not a lot over there. All right, that is a faster way. Still need more settlers too, or no, more workers too. At least we'll always have the coast, the desert coast in the far corner here. Yeah, so if we can get this spot here, and then like a city here. Let's see. So this would grab these tiles. No, maybe here because that's coastal as well, and the desert is good for me, fine for me because I'm agricultural. And we could go here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could go here and here. And those two, that would basically seal off the north here. Those two spots. And it would take a lot of worker improvement, but that land can be strong in time. God, there is nothing in the west. Yeah, there's basically nothing over here. It's just a bunch of desert. But we can spread irrigation, and since there's... that's just a forest tile. Since we're an agricultural civ, desert's not a big deal for us. Yeah, we're just going to go with spears for the moment. We'll do this. Get the spear in 4 turns instead of 5. Green Dole's going to be unhappy again, so let's... Or is it going to be unhappy? Yes. I'm not turning up the tax rate again. I can run a tax collector. I only need 1 scientist. Have I gotten my income back yet? Nope, next turn. We'll see if we can do something next turn. Let's send you to Grain Dole, because that is the most exposed city. And we need a name for our new city, by the way. Got this oasis here. Alright. God, I forgot how long it takes to road through desert. Wait, there's just nothing out here, is there? What a wasteland. So it's like my capital is awesome. The territory to the west of my capital, not so awesome. So it looks like this is going to be a no iron, no horses game. So that's awesome. Maybe we can trade for some iron from someone. It is very expensive to trade for iron, though. Too bad we couldn't get the ivory. We could have considered building the statue of Zeus. Yeah, just across the borders. Whales. Whales are not a luxury in this game, by the way. Also, only 1 luxury. If I could have just gotten the silks. Oh, well. If we can take it from the Germans, we'll see. So he's demanding money. Usually, you basically always want to give in to these. Basically assume anytime you say no, they will declare war. So I will give in because I have no desire to fight him in a war right now. One of our variants that we used to do was called the Defiant variant, where you always had to reject demands. Are Crusaders worthwhile? Crusaders are fine. They're just much weaker than Ancient Cavalry, that's the Knights Templar wonder. So we got a city here. We need a name for this. So what do you guys want to name this one? I'll micro the capital while we're thinking about it. Here. 3 turns. Want to keep that 2-turn growth going. This one almost could be Lone Peak, but I guess it's not that close to one. Oh, hey, there's the... Okay, so that's the embassy with the Germans. I guess I could sign a rite of passage deal with them. See what's beyond them, because it looks like there's something back there. Nope. No one. Alright. I'm going to name this one then. Desert Lake. Beautiful city. A little bit low on food. Decent on production. I'll have it just build a worker for itself. Actually, I don't think it can because it's not size 2 yet. It actually needs a granary really badly. Alright. I need to watch for incoming American settlers. Alright, there we go. Right, we can actually fire the tax ban now. Alright, there we go. Alright, growth in 2 turns. That's what I want. And then I can whip that temple, get some culture going, pop the borders. Very slowly pop the borders. More like desert lack. Yeah, I know, seriously. So yeah, let's see if we can get a coastal city up here. We'll even fill in some of these desert tiles. So yeah, we're gonna need to irrigate over there, improve the bonus grassland tile. Definitely will need more workers. Always need more workers. Now, could we hurry the production here? I think it would be worthwhile. I think we can do it next turn, and I think it's worthwhile to do because the city has a lot of food but low production. So I think that is worthwhile to do. Fertopolis is gonna, I think, produce a spear for either for itself or for Calcut Zone next. This city's just gonna be building spears because it's got the barracks, and it can get 5 production per turn, which is good enough for 4-turn spears. It's not great, but if I could get a little bit less corruption, I could get down to 3-turn spears. I'll probably send this worker over to Desert Lake. Like I can road this tile add the point of commerce to it, and then just head over. This worker is going to be freed up too. This worker can probably come over and help Blockhouse get started, and then maybe this worker can shift over towards Desert Lake as well. After Calcut Zone gets his temple out, I might be able to do more workers out of here. We got our money to buy back, yes. Map making. See, like, I can trade for map making, but if I can't broker it, it's not worth it. We'll wait until there's a brokering opportunity available. All right, so they both have map making. Wait until we can broker one tech for, like, trade a tech for another tech. Pretty basic stuff. Interesting game. Oh, Germany and America have signed a okay. So the Iroquois are apparently up there. How did this... I literally just checked this city. Oh, you know what it was? When I checked the city, there was a unit standing in it, I guess. I could have sworn that... Whatever. Obviously, I need another unit. Like, even when you're careful, you still sometimes have that happen. And I've tried to be careful in this game, but... Anyway. Alright, so... The city actually has okay food. Just considering whether I want to farm a tile. You know, it's so much faster to farm a tile as opposed to mine a tile. I think I'll farm first. Oh, two of them there. Well, maybe I can let this guy kill one and then maybe I can kill the other. It would be nice to get a unit up past the AI there, so that I can meet the other AIs. This Karag will be helpful in that respect, I think. The extra, you know what? No point in working this tile. The extra production literally just gets eaten up in corruption. I didn't even realize that. I should have been paying more attention there. Might as well grow faster if that just gets lost. All right, let's do it. So we finished the temple, and now ingrained gold dole is going to do the same thing with its ridiculous. All right, let's shift one of them over here. Yeah. Still growing 3 turns regardless. And start getting some workers out. I think the next spearman has to be in this city. Alright, Green Dole. 3 citizen whip. Wait, does that cause more unhappiness when you whip 3 people? I'm still thinking in Civ3 terms where... Oh boy. City's unhappy at size 3. I'm still thinking in Civ3 terms. I didn't realize that whipping more pop makes the city more unhappy. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, so apparently the mechanic's different than Civ 4, where the whip unhappiness is the same regardless. It looks like whipping more people causes more whip unhappiness. Yep, so I did not understand the mechanic correctly here. So Grain Dole has just, like, gotten totally destroyed now as a result of whipping. So apparently you never want to do... Yeah, so it's not really worthwhile to whip in this game. Thinking in Civ 4 terms. Well, live and learn. Poor Grain Dole, though, is not going to be a very useful city at this point as a result of that. Alright, so we're still paying out 9 gold per turn, but that's basically it at this point. Anything beyond map making right now that they have? Just map making. Alright, so they all have map making. Still, one of them should pick up something else relatively soon. And if nothing else, I'll have polytheism in 12 more turns. And I'll just keep banking more gold in the interim. Alright, well, that sucks for poor Grain Dole. I just destroyed that city now. Oh well. Poor Grain Dole. Well, might as well start heading over to Desert Lake. So like I said, I think we want the next city on this tile. It'll be a very weak city to start, but if we can bring irrigation up here, it'll have enough food to be okay. But it's a long-term project to be sure. It's pretty much just there to grab space. Oh, I forgot, we can trade, we do have a trade route with the Incas now, don't we? No, I guess it's one more turn. I guess that road is still under production. It is worthwhile to pair up workers, yes. I just don't have enough workers yet to do that. But yes, it is worthwhile to do that. Alright, so we're just going to keep popping out them settlers. I just have to run tax collectors and scientists for the moment. The scientist is doing my min science into polytheism, but yeah, otherwise it's not great. Could use some more luxuries. Let's see if I can get one from the Incas. Oh, he has no extras. Okay. 6 gold. All right, well, I'll probably sweeten a future deal. So he's got an extra incense. No one has any other techs. You know, the tech pace is going pleasantly slowly in this game. That's a good sign. You don't want the AIs to be rushing to the tech tree. I mean, they often do, but it's never ideal when that happens. All right, well, the fastest I can walk up here is not terribly fast. All right, you should head over here and help Blockhouse, because Blockhouse is going to need a fair bit of help. You can just fortify there for the moment, provide vision. Oh, they produced horses. Run away! Yeah, I'm not going to stand there and just get killed by their horses. That means someone's probably in... Does that mean someone's reached the Middle Ages? No, the whole camp would have erupted if that had happened. Warrior blockade is probably not needed right now. Why don't I grab this guy and send him to go check out what's beyond. I should be able to get a rite of passage with Germany, right? Here we go. Diplomatic agreement. Yeah, rite of passage. Okay. Yeah, because he has an embassy with us. So I could have sworn Control E was the hotkey for embassies. What is the hotkey for embassies? Why not put the city on the southern hill instead of the northern one? Well, this is the... Oh yeah, I could put... Oh, you're right. This would also be on the coast. Yeah, that's probably better. Shift E. Oh, I see. Shift E. Okay. This is a screen that was not in Civ 3 for most of its history. Okay. Steel technology. You can see how much it costs. Okay. Thanks for that. Can build an embassy. Might be worthwhile to do that with America. It's not that expensive, and you do get more information from doing that. You get a look in his capital. So he's working on the pyramids. Ooh, he's probably going to be the one who builds the pyramids. That means America is probably going to be the strongest civ, especially if they do get the pyramids built. Let's get a... Why not? We'll found with the Incas as well. It's cheap right now. Alright, he's building, building Statue of Zeus. 2 spears on defense. Okay. So 8 into my treasury, but that's useful information to have. We'll think about who to go after. So in terms of diplomacy, there's a military alliance. Germany is at war with the Iroquois right now, who we have not met yet. All right, I think that's what I want here. What if I worked this instead? Oh, 3-turn spears. Okay, that basically cuts into all growth, but 3-turn spears sounds pretty good for right now. Like, I don't necessarily need... No. Here. Keep roading toward there, and you should just stay in that city, because it's going to be unhappy if you move. Needless to say, the game gets a lot easier when you can trade for luxuries. Oh, still there. You are going to come down here and help this guy. And then we'll continue, then we'll work on settling the that horrible corner. All right, so this city grew. There we go, growth in 2 turns. Let me just check to make sure no cities are unhappy. Fertopolis is the unhappy city, is the city we have to run the luxuries for right now. Fertopolis. A lot of grass south of the Aztecs. I don't see the... Oh, you mean the Incas? Sorry. The Aztecs are actually in this game. We just haven't met them yet. Let's see if anyone has stuff to trade. Still just map making. There shouldn't be anything beyond... Yeah, it's not like there's other text beyond map making that we can't see yet. Just map making. And just map making. Okay. Would love it if he connected another wine. Might only have the one that... Oh, or the ivory. He is going to finish the second ivory. It's too bad I didn't start a palace pre-build or at some point for Statue of Zeus. I could have maybe built it with ivory. But yeah, I will definitely try to trade for that as soon as I can get it. Also, Greendole definitely does not want a spearman. What is this? Like, what the heck is this? I guess a granary is the thing here. Though mostly this city is just sitting out its whip penalty. Oh, actually, cool. I can fire the one of them. Nice. Okay. Maybe not quite as bad as I had first thought then. So there's the culture, but... Oh, wait, why do we have 2 culture? Oh, the temple's 2? I thought the temple was 1 culture. Nice. I actually forgot that it was 2 culture. So we're going to have a double border expansion in a couple turns here. All right, that looks good. Working the 3 good improved tiles here. Definitely can use that worker. Send over to the west. Aztec. Oh boy, it looks like the... I don't know quite what's going on over there, but there's a lot of fighting. All right, well, have fun with that. I'm not going to try to clear that camp. Not right now, at least. I really would like to meet some of the other AIs so that I can find out what's going on over there. Apparently someone's not happy with someone else, but I need to meet the other AI. I mean, I know it's been announced, but I haven't been able to keep track of it. Yeah, Marsh is kind of similar to Forest. The one thing is you can't settle on Marsh unless it's cleared first, which is kind of weird, but that's the way the rules work. Need to clear it first. All right, now, yeah, this is probably what we want in terms of tiles. Now we'll improve this tile next. All right, we'll do this. We'll finish the Karag in 2 turns, get it out, and then go back to fast growth again. I don't have any cities that are going to revolt on me, do I? Nope. Fertopolis is just the one that's not very happy. I still keep hoping that I can trade for one of his... He's gonna finish the ivory, like the road on that ivory, like next turn. So I gotta be ready to hop on that. Oh, what? I could have sworn the city was not unhappy last turn. What the heck? Oh, you know what it was? Because I was working this tile and that provided more happiness, and then I swapped off that tile and lost the extra happiness because I lost the extra commerce. Well, that's just life for you. help finish that road. All right. Now to the Incans. Oh, they still don't have an ivory done? Did they finish that road? Nope, still working on that road. Okay. So you can see why in later Civ games we changed and took out the whole thing about how cities revolt and then they lose all of their production for that turn. It's just a really, really annoying mechanic. So this Spirit for Topless is going to come over to Calcut Zone to provide a defender for that. Or maybe, yeah, probably go there. So Grain Dole, no. What are you doing? We're going to get the border pop here, which is going to be pretty handy. All right, so Lincoln's got a new tech. He's got construction. He also has 600 gold in his treasury somehow. In pre-expansion Civ 3, we would have been able to trade for contacts, but you can't trade for contacts anymore. So, all right, also has construction. So note that last turn none of them have construction, and now all of them have construction. This is not that uncommon. We'll wait and see if we have an opportunity to make a deal. If not, we can always wait until we have polytheism. All right. Do that so we can grow a little bit faster. I honestly think I want this city just to produce workers right now, just as I want this city to keep popping out spears. There's the border expansion. All right, Grain Dole. All right. Let's have you run the entertainer so you can keep this city happy for the time being. What's the fish? Basically the same as the floodplains, pretty much identical. Including these tiles, which apparently I'm not using right now. That was inefficient of me. Well, I did use it to grow this city here, so it wasn't completely wasted. But yeah, that bonus grassland tile we would like to improve. Or wait, is that a bonus grass? No, it's just a forest tile. Never mind. But yeah, I'll run the entertainer right now. But that does mean I need to pick up a scientist somewhere. So we'll use this city to pick up the scientist. Keep running towards polytheism. All right, you are needed over here by Desert Lake. Because, yeah, this city definitely going to need help. The whole west is going to need help. Although, actually, I've got a bonus grassland to improve and another resource tile here. I should probably improve the bonus grassland. Well, never mind. This dude's blocking the way, so I'll use the next worker to improve that tile. Just because the way is blocked. Now, 2 spears here? Yeah. I don't need 2 spears here. So what was the thinking here? No, we were thinking we could settle here, or we could settle here. I would rather go 1 tile forward just to have less overlap. Call me crazy. I prefer having less overlap. All right. Let's go farm and mine that tile. And then we're going to need to farm... we're going to need to farm around this tile. So we're going to need to farm... We can farm this tile, even though it does nothing in despotism, and then bring irrigation to these desert tiles. Because that's the only way this city's going to have any food, is to farm them. By the way, it's a very good thing I'm agricultural. Otherwise, all these desert tiles would be completely useless, instead of just mostly useless. So we're going to need a name for this city, and then we need to figure out where this next settler's going. It'll have to go on the coast somewhere. Probably here. Probably. And then I'll need to put a city, let's see. I might need a city here, or maybe here and here, maybe on these 2 tiles to work just as fishing cities. Not high quality cities, but they are, like, they've got food, so. Also, if Germany never bothers to expand borders, it really would behoove me to go grab this. All right, so, okay. So he has now picked up philosophy. So he's got the free tech. Map making construction. All right, so there's a deal to be made here. Map making construction. All right. So we can, if we can get philosophy or code of laws, we can almost certainly swing something. Let's see what we can do. Which one would I rather have? Philosophy is pretty useless. Code of laws is the more handy of the two techs. Code of laws is also the more expensive of the two techs. Let's see what we can do. So. All right, so he wants everything for that. What does he want for philosophy? A lot less. So we definitely want to pick up one of these. Code of laws might be better because it actually lets me build something useful in the form of courthouses. And then we're not too far away from the next era. So we should be able to trade for this, and then we can trade for... should be able to parlay that into map making or construction, because the techs get devalued. It's a shame that Inca also had... oh wait, no, he just has map making construction. Germany's the one who is really rich. Germany, I believe, got philosophy and then used the free tech to get Code of Laws. That's how Germany got all this money. So okay, so he won't trade Code of Laws at all. So let's deal with Abe. And I believe we have a bunch of deals that are about to expire too. Well, not about to expire, but we do have 9 more. Our actual income's higher than this. We have 9 more gold per turn. All right, so let's deal with Abe. This does seem to be the best deal. All right. Let's see if I can dial that down to like 9 gold per turn. Getting close. All right, so he will accept 10 gold per turn. Close. 55. All right, so 55. All right, so 10 gold per turn and 55 gold. Deal. Now we go over to the Incas and see. Ideally, we'd love to get ivory. Construction, map making. They will probably be insulted. I'm surprised that's not more. Code of Laws. We can toss in our extra furs. Let's see what more we can do if we free up some more gold per turn. Furs. He's still... oh, and per turn. So he will give us construction if we're, willing to trade away our entire economy for it. How about end map making? All right, we can't get both. Let's go for map making so we don't destroy our entire economy. How close are we right now? All right, we're very close. As long as we're willing to toss in the furs. All right. No, he does not want to give me that. There we go. We'll get 6 gold back. All right. So we currently have 20 gold per turn going out. And of course, we actually do have to run. Yeah, we actually do have to run this. Oh yeah, now we can buy and sell maps. That's right. Thank you. Oh wait, no, we can't because this is Conquest. You can't. Map trading is not enabled until later on the tech tree in Civ Conquest. So still philosophy and construction with him. Just construction there. And philosophy and construction. Okay, now if we're lucky, we'll be first to polytheism, and then we can trade that for some more stuff. That would be ideal. Don't know if that's going to happen. All right. Spacer choice and Edgewater. I like deserted hills that Racine had for this city that's about to be founded. Man, there's a lot of fighting going on out there. AI sure loves to go to war in Civ 3. They really do, by the way. They're just, the AI is very aggressive in this game. Alright, I didn't really do anything, but we gotta... They apparently want to expand the palace, so sure. Let's put some towers on that. Anyway. So yeah, this settler is going to go down here. Just make sure there's no barbs in the area. Okay. Not in the immediate area, at least. So, yeah, I think this spot and this spot, even though that's a little bit tight on the spacing, like, that way they can... These will just be fishing cities. Like, there's a couple tiles here that get wasted, but they are just desert tiles, and it's not too many. So why don't we go here first? Or actually, I could go here, because that'll open up more tiles for Desert Lake to work. Let's go there. Oh, whoops, I forgot that that crosses the river. Oops. Alright. There we go. Does add 1 commerce to that tile. As it slowly works on its granary. Alright, so yeah, I thought Deserted Hills was a good way to go here. Like, so like the only thing that's really killing us right now is the lack of... Oh, wow. That's a... Yeah. That's a poor city. Well, we probably want... We need either the harbor, or we probably need the granary more than that. We might as well start working towards it, I guess. Boy, that is a sad, sad city. And I founded some sad ones in my Civ 3 days. Alright. You can come over here and at least provide a unit to stand in the city and be a cardboard cutout. Why don't you start roading down towards the news place we're going to put a city? Navigation. Yeah, okay. Navigation is world maps now. Or map trading now. I don't suppose I can... Nope. Still have to run the entertainer. Which is otherwise useless spot. Oh, why am I on a galley? I did not want to build... Oh, jeez. My Karag got upgraded in Q to a galley, which I did not want. Well, I guess we go over to the granary then. Annoying. Got auto-upgraded in Q because I discovered map making. Anyway. Well, that happens sometimes. So, like I've been saying, aside from the lack of any strategic resources, this game's going well, but it is difficult to do much offensively if you have no iron and you have no iron and you have no horses. I guess that what we can do in terms of offensive is like keep settling for now. When we get in the Middle Ages, go invention and build longbows. Like, longbows are not great units, but like go longbows. Maybe try to hit the Incas and grab this city. Maybe, just because it's got iron right there. Either that, or if Germany looks weak, try to hit Germany, but I just don't know if Germany has any resources either. We'll see. We've managed to get a decent amount of territory, though. Like, having this peninsula to settle is nice. That's where this is like another 5 or 6 cities. They're going to be low-quality fishing cities, but, I mean, every city helps. This is not like Civ 4 where there's maintenance costs. Literally, more cities is always better. Like, very simply. Alright. You guys mind that? Like, Deserted Hills is not going to do anything for a while. And at this point, I think the blockade can be canceled. Like, I think we can bring these dudes home. Why don't you just fortify in this spot for right now? You were going to go to Calcut Zone. Put an actual defender in there. So I need to bring is this another floodplains tile? It is. Okay, so I need to bring irrigation in this direction anyway. So we might as well... Or maybe I should just road first, because I don't need the tile improvement. Why don't I road towards these cities with these guys? So So I think I'm going to play until I finish polytheism. I think that would be a decent place to stop. All right, you look okay. Yeah, trying to get to pop out these workers. And then this worker maybe can improve that bonus grassland tile. You know, if the Germans don't do anything, I will get this incense in my resource borders eventually in 43 more turns. Now, I expect that they will build a temple in Leipzig by that point, but you never know. The AI does some really dumb stuff in this game. So we're still down philosophy construction. He won't trade it at all. Philosophy construction. Philosophy construction. But note that we're catching up to and passing the AI in cities because we still have room to expand. Philosophy construction. See, he only has 4 cities. It's not good at all. Like, if I started a war and sniped off these 2 cities at the start of the war, like, that's half his territory right there. He just has 6. And how many do the Inca have? They only have 5. Like, none of them are large empires. This is not a very large map. I deliberately played on small. Yeah, I mean, if we had medieval infantry, if we had iron, sure would be nice. But we do not. Again, I'm just going to keep popping out some of these units. And you know what I should do? Let's trade for a rite of passage with the Inca, and let's send one of these warriors to explore their territory. I should be able to get a rite of passage with them. He'll just accept it as is. Cool. Because these warriors are no longer needed for blockading. Let's send 2 warriors. Some of these other warriors can... Oh, is there no way forward? Jeez, gotta walk around. Annoying. Why don't you head over here to Desert Lake? Actually, why don't... I'll put the spear in Deserted Hills and then move the warrior down to Desert Lake. We'll definitely want to get a spear in each of them. 1 spear is not a serious defense, but it's more than nothing, which is what I have right now. And yet we're just going to keep popping out these settlers. I think that this city might be able to finish the settler when it grows. We'll see. So 4 more turns until we finish this polytheism. You can also come back home somewhere. Blockhouse might not need the happiness once you get there. Pyramids or granary in every city on the same continent. This game is probably only 1 continent, so... By the way, you can use roads in enemy territory if you have a rite of passage. All right. Can we finally get 2 production now? Yes, now we can finally get 2 production. But let me see if I can drop the specialist if I have military police. All right, I can, in fact, drop the specialist. So we need to work a scientist somewhere else. I'm sure I can. Grain Dole, you seem like a good candidate. How would you like to run a scientist for us? There you go. Thanks for contributing. Oh man, the corruption here. Look at this, I'm losing. Might as well run to more food then, because even when I run this tile, I'm just losing the production to the despotism corruption. We need to get into another government for sure. I'm going to send this warrior out exploring too. Why not? They're not very fast, but... Alright, keep roading in that direction. So like Desert Lake, because it's close to the capital, it's not very corrupted. And even though its tiles are not especially great, it is making decent progress on a granary here. So the next thing I need with these workers, I need to bring irrigation. Yeah, that's what I need more than anything else, because Deserted Hills has no tiles to work at all. So in order to do that, I don't want to, like naturally the thing would would be to farm through this tile, but I don't want to farm through the bonus grassland. I'd much rather mine that tile. So let's irrigate around the deserted hills, and that means starting with this tile. So I had picked out this tile and this tile. Okay, so we'll go here. So we'll need a name for this spot. Monarchy's not great. It's way better than despotism. I will probably just hold out for Republic, so I only have to do one civic swap. So it's still just philosophy construction. Abe did pick up another city, though. Philosophy construction. We're 3 turns away from polytheism, and no one has it yet, so keep your fingers crossed. Biz did pick up a 4th city. Or he did found a 4th city somewhere. Alright, I don't suppose I can dial the luxury rate down at all, can I? Nope. Gotta keep it there. We can get another luxury connected. That would be another reason to go to war, is to get some more luxuries. So the very fact that the Inca are going to have Statue of Zeus makes me a little bit less eager to fight them. Alright, cool. It's just enough happiness. No, I think I'd rather... Yeah, I'd rather get the 3rd shield. Help that granary come along. Alright, Rolling Hills. You think I have a city going into disorder? Yeah, I might have. I mean, I definitely miss things, but fortunately it doesn't seem like it happened there. Okay, Edgewater works. So I don't get confused with two different cities that both have hill in the name. There we go. So Chichen Itza actually hit size 7 there, which is not great. I would have preferred that it stay at size 6, but it's okay. Oh, he's got like a lot of incense. So the nice thing is this deal is going to give me back 9 gold per turn just as I discover polytheism. So that's kind of cool. The Green Dole is still happy, right? Yeah. This city looks okay. Deserted Hills, Rolling Hills, and Desert Lake would be a trifecta on confusion. Yeah, so the next city goes here on this tile, which is why what I'm roading towards right now. Can redeem this bad desert tile. I haven't built too many mines in this game. I will definitely need to mine some of these grassland tiles. Also note that I do not get the agricultural food bonus here in this city. You do actually get the bonus in every city, but I'm currently losing the agricultural food bonus on the center tile due to despotism. You avoid the despotism penalty if you're on fresh water. So like Seals that has 3 food. Also note that I get +1 production because I'm industrious when I go over size when I hit size 7. So like all the other cities are 1 shield, but this city's 2 shields because it went over size 7. Anyway, minor detail, but all right. Anyway, so we're back to where we were before. We will continue cranking out those settlers. Oh, we can build the Forbidden Palace now. That's a good sign. We will definitely want to do that somewhere. That's the wonder that reduces corruption. Fertopolis might be a good place to... No, that's right next to the capital. Grain Dole would be a good place to build it. Once Grain Dole is not hardly whipped. We'll see. I definitely do want to build that. So the Aztecs built the pyramids. Now the Wonder Cascade will start and flow through. Let's send this guy over to Desert Lake. I think I should have moved there. Oh, wow. This city needs production, so let's work on mining another hill. All right, so you can grow in 1 turn, so let's do that. You should go improve that bonus grassland tile for us. All right. Now, I'm not paying for unit support right now, am I? Nope. So I will probably delete some of these warriors when I have to start paying for units. Oh, geez. Can't move forward because there's a worker in the way. See, if I try to move forward, it will cause war. Well, just gotta wait for him to move out of the way. Traffic jams. One of the best parts of Civ 3. Also, you should continue heading down here to fog bust more tiles. So yeah, this is kind of what Civ 3 looks like. Now watch, the Aztecs are even bigger. Could be. We don't know how much land is out there. I'm pretty sure that this is all one continent. I think it's like an arc, would be my guess. I would assume that it like curves around like this. Something like that. We'll see. Alright. Go for Republic next. Still can't get forward over there. We'll do the trading at the end of this turn. Oh, nice. I can still keep moving. Good. So I didn't cost myself a turn of movement there. Let's sign a rite of passage with America and then get this warrior to move through the other warrior on this tile. Where is he? You know what I can do? I can right-click. That's right. Always useful to have more information. No! No! Misclick. Alright, I gotta reload that. I accidentally gifted it to him. Just a misclick. Alright. Total misclick. I was like, yes, I researched this Monopoly tech. Let's just gift it to the AI. Total misclick. Alright. So like I said, we're just trying to do the same thing as before without that significant diplomatic misclick. Alright. Yeah, you can't move. Yeah, this leads up to 4 production per turn. That's not that bad for this early in the game. There we go. Alright, mine. Alright, now let's go ahead and do our trading. Alright, so I gotta re-click everything, of course, because I had to reload. Philosophy construction. Anyone have anything else? Philosophy construction. Alright, so they all just have philosophy and construction. Let's see who is willing to make the best deal. Philosophy and 300 gold, not bad. Let's see if anyone can do better. Ivory, philosophy, and 70 gold. I think I'd rather the 300 gold. 290. Alright, best deal is from Lincoln. Unless he'd be willing to give philosophy and construction. Oh, he's willing to give philosophy and construction. Nice. N gold? Alright, well, maybe not N gold, but... Alright, so it's pretty much philosophy and construction. Let's see if the others are willing to do that too. Military alliance. He would also do that. Alright, same deal. He doesn't have that much money, though. Germany's the one with all the money. Alright, so he's already researching it. Look, see how it's close to a deal here? That means he's already researching polytheism as a tech. But we're still going to be able to get mucho trade value out of this. So since Inca has the least money, we want to deal with him first, if we're just going to do the straight up deal. Alright, lump sum. Let's see what we can get. Can we get anything? Can we get 4 gold? You're like, are you really penny pinching like this? It's like, yes, it's the principle of the thing. I want to get the best deal possible. Oops. This is what I did when I played. Alright, 8 gold. Alright, so now we're going to get philosophy and construction. Alright, so just like that, running a scientist for 50 turns got us a very valuable Monopoly tech. So the only thing we need right now to advance to the next era is currency. Monarchy, literature, republic are all optional texts. So we'll put our one scientist 50 turn blah 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 on republic, but I expect that I will get republic sooner than 50 turns. It's just too valuable to get into the new government. Republic is the government in this game. So next we go to Abe. He's willing to offer 200. Let's toss in that rite of passage, and let's see how much more we can get. Can we get like 220? Yep. So this is why you got to haggle, because what they offer is not the best deal. 240, nope. And again, is this tedious? Yep. That's why in Civ 4, you don't have to do this. All right. So we know we're close. All right, 234 and a rite of passage. All right, and now we go to Germany, the one who was already researching it. 170. Too bad I can't trade for his incense. That would be nice, but I don't have a connection. All right, so 185. 200. All right. 194. I'm sure this is just awesome to watch. All right, 193. There we go. All right, so we parlayed that one monopoly tech into 2 other techs and about 500 gold. Yeah, now we have 472 gold. Nice. Why not gold per turn? Lump sum is always better than gold per turn because the AI could declare war and wipe out the deal. You always want lump sum if you can get it. Always go for lump sum first. If they don't have money in hand, then you pick up the gold per turn. But go for lump sum first. Always. The AI declares war all the time. All right, so we're looking pretty good. We are 100% caught up on tech. We're out expanding the AI. And we will really just need to get... And now we're going to be able to send units to explore the rest of the map that we're missing. And if we could just get a strategic resource of some kind, we'll be good to go. One of the things scouting the map will do is it'll reveal which AIs I should probably go attack. We'll see. Here's the zoomed out image, if you're curious. This is not a... Civ 3 is not a 3-dimensional game. It's an isometric 2D game. There's only 2 zoom levels, zoomed in and zoomed out. So that's what we're looking at right now. I think things are coming along pretty nicely. Let the AIs war with each other a little bit more. Get to, I guess we'll get to longbows because that's the best offensive unit we'll be able to make. Trigger a golden age with, when we go to war, we trigger a golden age with one of our javelin throwers and start the conquest. Will I write a Civ 3 report? Probably not, but I might do a quick summary of this game, just assuming it doesn't go horribly wrong. We'll see. In any case, though, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to stop the stream here. This will be up on YouTube later if you want to check it out. I don't think I'll be around streaming the rest of this weekend, but we should be back at the normal time next week on Friday. Well, next week's Thanksgiving. It could be a little bit crazy next week, but I expect I'll find some time to stream, and I'll notify the Discord when that will be ahead of time. So, thanks for watching. Hope your weekend's off to a great start, and I will see you guys sometime soon. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.